Authorities have identified a Brooklyn Park couple found dead in their Mille County cabin. The sheriff's office there suspects the deaths were caused by carbon monoxide poisoning. Mille and Mille, both 66 years old, were found dead Sunday night near Osseo, which is located along Lake Mille. Firefighters measured dangerous levels of carbon monoxide at the cabin where they were found. The sheriff's office says a small charcoal stove was used and the cabin lacked sufficient ventilation. Officials also say the cabin did not have a carbon monoxide detector. Brooklyn Park police are investigating a case in which police say a vehicle was intentionally shot at. The incident happened shortly before 7:30 Monday night in the area of Pearson and Sierra Parkways. Police say the 37-year-old female driver reported the crime. Officers located evidence of gunfire in the street and evidence that the woman's vehicle had been struck. No one was hurt. The driver also had two passengers with her, a 15-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy. As we went to air Tuesday afternoon, no arrests had been made. With interest rates rising, real estate experts say we're now seeing a correction in the housing market after a whirlwind past couple of years. Throughout the Twin Cities, people looking to buy a home will find that inventory is low. But there is some good news if you're a buyer, according to Realtor Jim Holman of Keller Williams in Maple Grove.
For a buyer, life is much better than it was even just last year, because no longer are you going to have to go out and do those bidding wars, go over asking price, waive inspections. You can actually, believe it or not, look at a few houses and have a minute to think about what you maybe want to buy in a home instead of just rushing out and writing an offer on the first 15 minutes of seeing a house.
However, mortgage rates are now hovering near 7% after the Fed raised interest rates to help tame inflation.
The rising interest rates, of course, raises people's monthly payments, and they're going to be able to feel that.
It's one reason why demand for new homes in the Twin Cities has weakened compared to the height of the pandemic when interest rates were historically low.
Where sellers were expecting, dozens of showings and maybe 10 offers all coming in within the first 3 minutes the house is on the market, right? Now they can expect the house to sit for a little bit longer because of the rising interest rates. That buying power is a little bit less.
The slump in sales can be seen around the northwest suburbs. In Brooklyn Park, sales fell 16% last month compared to the year prior. In Maple Grove, sales dropped 29%. And in Plymouth, home sales plummeted 40%. Meanwhile, sales prices continue to climb. The median sales price in the Twin Cities now stands at $365,000. Up 6% over last year.
The good houses are still selling very quickly and many times over asking price. It's just not the same that it was over those past crazy 2 years.
Meanwhile, Holman says they're starting to see a leveling off of home prices. They're still going to increase in value, but not as quickly as we've seen in the past. Speaking of homes, Maple Grove's newest housing development received the final stamp of approval on Monday night. In a 3-2 vote, the City Council finalized an agreement for developers Pulte Homes and Lifestyle Communities to develop 161 acres in the northwest part of the city. The project would include 230 single-family homes, more than 200 townhomes, and an 80-unit senior living cooperative. Council members against the project did not like that some of the homes would be built on 50-foot wide lots. Maple Grove will celebrate the grand opening of a new store on Saturday. Sierra will open to the public at 8 a.m. Saturday. It took the place of the former Lifeway Christian bookstore on Elm Creek Boulevard. Sierra sells outdoor apparel and camping gear. It's owned by the same company that owns TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods. Sierra has several store locations in the Twin Cities, including stores in Roseville and in Eden Prairie. Students at Maranatha Christian Academy in Brooklyn Park spent the day packing meals for local food shelves. The students in grades pre-K through 12 will pack 60,000 meals. Head of school Deb Larson says there are many fundraisers the school could do, but this one makes the most sense.
This goes to local communities right around us. It teaches our kids that there are people who are in need. A lot of the kids that go to school here don't necessarily have those needs. And we want them to recognize that there is a need in the world and that they should use their resources to bless other people.
The Meals for Minneapolis fundraising event is in its 9th year at the school. To date, students have packed more than 225,000 meals. The school partners with Second Harvest Heartland to help deliver the meals to local food shelves. A Brooklyn Park resident has embraced the scary side of Halloween with hundreds of decorations. The home along West River Road has become a popular place for thrill seekers. Photojournalist Dustin Scholl takes us to what's called the Psychotic Bliss Asylum.
I like the more sinister, like, yeah, that's not right. That's not right. kind of feel. So that's Larry, Billy Bob the snake. This guy is Punky, our centerpiece to our pumpkin patch. We do have some dead gnomes, we have a dead dog, and every year I get bigger and bigger. Last year I decided to go over the top.
I think it's just awesome. She wants to go in there and play.
We got 4 kids and my kids helped me set this up, and it's like a family thing. To introduce it and have it so popular in the community, that's cool.
This neighborhood goes all out for Halloween.
Last year we had 554 kids make it to the door. Some people don't get to make it to the door. They're too scared. All these light up. His mouth lights up, his eyes move, his chest lights up, their eyes move. Gets intense here.